Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead. So this is going to be one of 3 videos that I'm going to do. If you can remember right, at the Amish store I had gotten the cheddar cheese sauce for $5.99 a can, which is really good deal. I had just bought one for $12.99, so I grabbed 3, plus I have the $12.99 can. So I'm going to make 3 different things and use up all 4. My goal is during this Canuary, and you know what, it's January and it's cold out. I want to use up all my 10-pound cans. I mean, I do have 10-pound cans down there that has powder and stuff in it, but those don't need to be opened. But any of this stuff I want to use up. And I figured what a better time than during Canuary. Now, this is not USDA approved. I have to let that know. There are 3 channels that are involved in this Canuary with me, and I will put it in the description box. It will not light up because it's not in the top where the, so you'll have to actually, copy and paste and go see their channels. But they have some great canning ideas too as well. So give them a look, and let's get to canning. So now with that first one, now sometimes, I've canned queso and mac and cheese and all kinds of stuff, which you're going to see again. But sometimes you just want cheese. So that's what we're going to can today. Now this one, you don't have to leave extra head space because, there's nothing expanding in it. I have some of this canned downstairs, but what I had done is I had added broth to it, and I didn't need to. So it's really thin. And, when you do a cheese like this, you want it to be nice and thick and yummy. You know what I mean? You don't want it to be, all watery. Now, again, make sure you always debubble, because look at that. It's just basically kind of almost like a liquid. But do you see those big air bubbles in there? You want to make sure that you always take all that out of there and debubble it. I know we're rebels, but that doesn't mean that we want people to die or get sick. I watched a channel the other day, and it said the same thing that the other ones had said. Basically, we're trying to kill our family off, and that's not true. The USDA hasn't tested anything in years. And, a lot of these rebel recipes have been around for years, too. And people have literally tried them, and they've been successful. And I look at it like this, and I'll probably get flack for it. Make sure you wash off your rims. Put your lid on, fingertip tight. This is water bath, so I'm going to steam can it. When it comes to rebeling, you think about it, and how much of our food that gets approved from the USDA is horrible for us. I mean, it has all kinds of dyes and, and I'm not saying that this cheese sauce is good for you, because it's not. But, when people become so critical, look at what they approve to go into our foods. All the dyes and everything that's not good for our bodies at all. And yet they approve it. So I have to question their integrity too. I know I'm going to get flack for that, but it's true. There's been a few of you that have said the same thing that I say about the USDA. I mean, do they have a good function? I'm sure they do. But I don't think it's perfect by any means. But all that aside, I mean, when you want a Rebel can, that's something completely up to you. You know what I mean? It's not something that you can say, you have to do it this way, or you know. you've got to rebel can. That's not true at all. There's so many people that don't rebel, and I have the utmost respect for them that they don't feel comfortable doing it, and I'm good with that. I'm 100% good with that. Now, if you rebel, not all of those canners will give you the same respect. I found that out. There's like a, yeah. I have several of my friends that don't rebel, and I don't think anything of it. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't. So if you've, seen me do this before, I don't think I've done a video on just the plain cheese, but I have on the other stuff that we're doing. So I guess, the next few weeks with cooking and canning, it's going to be some repeats. But there's some people that haven't seen them, you know what I mean? They haven't been with me since day one, and they haven't seen those videos. And why not? Drop. There you go. That one I put too much in, definitely. And you can scoop it out, for sure. So I had this much left. So I got 6 full pints. And I'm not sure what I'll do with the rest of it. I'm sure I'll figure out something. I have a ring on the floor. You could use it for dip. You could use it for all kinds of stuff. I'll tell you, if you guys have never gotten a steam canner, thank you for the person that got that for me, but I'm telling you, you guys, this really is a game changer for your water bath canning. And for those of you that have the hard time with mobility and everything that I do, man, it gives back your independence. It really, truly does. And it's awesome. So now with the steam canner, you can put the lid on. You're going to get that fired up there. And you want to wait till it has a steady stream of steam coming out. Once it does that, then you can start your timer, which for this cheese is 30 minutes. So then, like I say, once it gets to full steam, then you can start your timer for 30 minutes. And I'll bring it back when it's done. So there we go. 6 beautiful jars of just the plain cheese. Isn't that pretty? So there you go. Another canning project down. You guys have a blessed day and be a blessing.